Hello everybody, this is Bat and this is Satisfactory Update 5, what we know so far, 2021. So recently, Coffee Stain Studios, the creators of Satisfactory, has given us a tiny bit of information on the next upcoming update of the game. Today, I'll go over the things Coffee Stain Studios has said about Update 5 of Satisfactory, and among them are what will be coming in update, for example trains and building rework, and also when the update is planned on being released, and a bunch of other stuff. So without further ado, let's begin. First off, I want to say that none of this information is guaranteed by either me or Coffee Stain Studios. As Update 5 is far from being finished, a few details are quite unclear. Coffee Stain also speaks of the changes they'll be making as this is coming in the future, maybe meaning a few of these changes might not even be in Update 5, but could be coming even later. But with that out of the way, let's begin. To start off, I'll be talking about the planned upcoming changes and additions to the game. One thing that a lot of people have been asking for and most likely will be coming in Update 5 is signs, which you'll be able to write on and will help you organize your factory more easily. Really looking forward to this one. A thing that will get a lot of rework are trains. Previously there have been a few issues with the trains that have been there for a while now. Well, maybe not issues, but rather ignored problems. And this will now most likely be fixed with the addition of train collisions, which will add a more realistic dimension to trains, and you have to plan your train systems a lot more. Coffee Stain Studios will also be adding a red and green light system to help you prevent these train collisions. They're also adding or reworking the mechanics of building. On this point, they have so far been quite unclear. Since the recent issues with the sheetcrete, they decided that they have to fix the building mechanics so you don't have to rely on bugs to be able to build the way you want to. So, what they've said is basically that they are going to make building the way you want to easier and it isn't going to be as much of a burden. And that's basically all they've spoken on the subject. So, expect the building mechanics to become a lot more functional and practical. Dedicated servers are a thing a lot of players have been requesting, and the devs are working on it. But it's proven to be a difficult task with a lot of bugs and so on. But just know they are working on it and they are planning to make it available and possible for players to do. Also, go down and subscribe to my channel right now. There you will find tons of more premium Satisfactory content. Another addition to the game which the players have been fiending for are different game modes. For example, peaceful but especially creative mode, so you can just enjoy the building side of the game. Coffee Stain Studios has said they wanted to do it, but first they want to fix the core of the game, so people will want to play the ordinary version. They've said sooner or later they want to add this, but probably not in Update 5, but maybe, who knows. The last thing we know of, which will get a lot of rework, is the map. Large areas will get a lot of changes, but we don't know exactly where yet. Except for in the northern forest, where we will see a vast variety of changes. Coffee Stain Studios has also said they'll be adding a new biome to Satisfactory, but we don't know yet where this new biome will be positioned. A lot of you might not be super interested in this part, so I'll go over it quickly. Some people have been asking for new Satisfactory merch, and Coffee Stain Studios said they will be delivering on this, hopefully during the autumn. With it, the famous coffee mug will become available, and they've also been speaking of making a store shipping from the EU. Also, people have been asking when the Mercer Sphere and other work in progress items will become useful, and that is planned to be a part of the story, which will become available in the full release of the game, which is loosely planned for the summer of 2022. Finally, I will be talking about when the update is planned on being released, or rather, I'll let Jason do it for me.
Here it is. So Update 5 is planned for fall this year.
There you have it, folks. The update is most likely coming this fall, but don't be surprised if there are any delays.